This is Golden Queen Pothos. Can you see how big those leaves are? And there's how they started. We're going to show you how to pot these up in water and in soil. There's actually two parts to the pothos plant. One is the eye, and that's right here. And then we have the stem and leaf. Okay, so if we want to have this thing grow into the soil, you can see this one already has roots developed. And you saw the photo at the beginning, how it was climbing up that wall. But what we need to do is to divide between the eyes. So we're going to go ahead and just cut it right here. And all we need to do is stick this down in the water. We need to change that water every couple days, and that will produce a new root system in no time at all. So let's do a couple more of them and try to keep that. We want to keep the eye and the stem, so we're just going to divide it and drop that right down in. Make sure that it covers with water, and we're ready to plant these guys. This is one of the simplest ways for you to produce more of your pothos. It's a foolproof method. Here's an older stem, and it was climbing the wall. But we can still just cut this off and kind of keep those roots on there and just stick them down into the water. We can do one more. That one's got a nice root system on it, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful pothos. These are probably some of the best house plants. These ones were grown outside, and you can see how big they can get. If you put them on a trellis indoors, and they need to be in soil, after they root, they need to go into soil if you want them to get that big, because the soil is what makes them grow so large. So now we're just going to add some more water. We want to cover up those roots. That's about it. Just make sure your roots are covered, and any glass will work, pot, as long as it doesn't leak. Change that water every couple days, and you will have a new root system in no time at all. You know, being the garden rescue nursery, this plant actually came from a job site in Orlando about 3 years ago, and it has survived through 2 winters and actually came back each year. I mean, it totally died back, and it grows each year in the same spot right up the wall. And this customer, I asked her, could I have a little bit of the plant? She said, absolutely. This was growing up a huge oak tree, and it must have been 20 feet high to the top, and those giant leaves. It was so beautiful. You know, I would love to see your comments, read your comments about how you pot the plant. Please put them in the comment section below. I know we're a new channel, and I hope you subscribe. Help us build a really great growing channel here at the Rescue Nursery. So if you have a plant that's already got good root systems where it's been crawling up the wall or a trellis, you can see all the roots looking really good. Pretty easy for you to do this. You need about 4 or 5 inches, so cut it off. And basically, I've pre-watered. I've already, saturated the soil, and we're just going to stick it right down in there. That's going to develop into a new plant very quickly. We've already got a trail coming out, looking really good. So here's a piece of that Queen Golden Pothos, and I pulled this out of one of the gardens where we had to bury some pipe. But look how this works. Here's kind of the main portion of this stem, and what it does is it sends out a runner, and everywhere that you have an eye, it sends down a root, and it puts up a new leaf. That's how it climbs too. It actually grabs a hold of a tree or a trellis or the wall. But see all these roots? This is the runner. It came all the way across, and it has a great root system. Look at that. That's a tremendous root system. And you can see here's where it really shot up the wall, because you can see the roots grabbing hold on the backside. You see where they actually grabbed a hold of the wall and continued to pull moisture into this plant. So this is really simple to divide and to put into the pots, we can use any place that there's an eye. Any place that there's an eye, we can grow a new plant. It's nice if you have a leaf, because then you get the photosynthesis. We can have a little bit of sunlight on that as well. So if we cut that off right here, stick it down into the soil, we're going to grow a new plant in no time. And we've got so many of them. This one's got tremendous roots on it. Same thing here, all the way down. And this guy's actually beginning to climb. So we could actually put some type of a trellis to get it started. And this guy will climb so quick, it's just amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and pot up the rest of these Queen Golden Pothos. And you can see we've got a great root system. And basically we're just gonna create a new pot right here and just put all these roots down under the soil. And this is gonna climb and divide, all the above. We just wanna get the root system in there. You can see it's got a lot of them. It sent out all those runners. They went all over that garden. And we're just gonna put them all down in the soil. Just push them in. Whoops. Just push them in. Kind of hard to do this with one hand, but I think you get the picture. And you can see all the roots that we're climbing. We've got plenty of eyes. We can just stick this guy right down in the soil. He'll grow just fine. We've got one more that we can put in here with a really great root system. Can you see all that root? We'll just stick him down in there too. So after you've watered it, make sure that your leaves are not buried. You can see how that guy's a little buried. Just kind of uncover them a little bit so that they can get as much sunlight as possible. And you see I added temporary trellises because that's going to grab a hold of those things really quick. That is the easiest way to make a giant golden queen pothos. So I hope that you subscribe. Don't forget to click the little bell so that you get the new notifications that every time we post up a new video, you'll get a notification from that. But take a look. I just know you're going to love this channel. Hey, this is Chuck with Rescue Nursery, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.